Zach with Web3 Reviews. Thank you for being with us. Today it is Thursday, February 15th, and we're going to be talking about the crypto markets. Remember that none of this is financial advice. XRP currently sitting at $2.43. Still just ranging. It's been a good month of ranging. So if you bought above $3 and you thought we were running up to 100 because that's what you heard online, did you hold? If you're new to the crypto market in general, not just XRP, are you holding your bag or are you selling? It's the same story every cycle. I know these types of folks. I talked to them. They didn't message me this time around, to be honest, but the past cycle they did. There's always going to be new people to the market who feel as though they're getting burned. People come into the market, they get burned, and then they leave. It's classic because you want to buy FOMO. You want to buy hype. You don't want to buy when things are down. Even right now, you don't want to buy $2.43 XRP. If you were buying $3, now you're scared. It's madness, man. Well, I got to tell you that somebody who's been here for 7 years, the summer of 2019 was the summer of pain. We sat in the 17 to 22 cent range all summer. And there was one day where we had a flash crash down to 11 cents. Think about that. You're at 22 cents. That's the days you're feeling good. And then one day you drop another 50% and go down to 11 cents. That was a beautiful buying opportunity. Now we're here sitting at $2.43. The market cap of XRP is 140 billion. It's actually not that big if you think about it. I think that one day XRP is going to be $1 trillion asset. I really do. I think it'll be at least $1 trillion. So that's a times 10 from here. $22 XRP easy. We got Flare sitting at 2 cents. Flare's ranging, and it's currently about a times 100 less than XRP price-wise. Let's look at the market cap. The market cap is 1.2 billion. It's times 100 less than market cap. So it makes sense. There's the same amount of tokens, 100 billion Flare roughly, and 100 billion XRP. I see people trading XRP for Songbird and Flare because it's that times 100 difference. For Songbird, it's even more so. Songbird's sitting at 0.6 of a penny. I think it's interesting. I think it's worth taking a look at, but I still think that XRP has a good run. And I think that XRP is that golden goose. Do I think that the market has found its low for this cycle? I'd like to think that this is as low as it gets for Songbird and Flare. I really would. Nobody wants to see Flare dip below 2 cents. Nobody wants to see Songbird dip below 0.6 of a penny. I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, the thing is there's constant sell pressure on all these assets. Flare and Songbird are newer. And I think that we can be confident in the fact that they're gonna hit really hard. Now looking at Gala, 2.2 cents. So yeah, staying steady again. Flare and Gala are both times 100 less than XRP. Gala has 38 billion supply because they burned quite a few tokens. It has an 846 million market cap. I'm a fan of Gala games. I'm a fan of the ecosystem. I'm a fan of Gala Music and Gala Film as well. Gala Music is only 1.6 pennies and its market cap is 2.3 million. You know, you hear the stories about Trump coin. And what Ripple did to help Trump coin, they gave $160 million of liquidity towards Trump coin. Because what do you need when you have a token? You need liquidity. Gala Music, getting 100 million would give this a times 50. And a times 50 would dang near run us up to $1. Bring us up to 80 cents, something in that range. There would be nothing wrong with that. And the deal with Gala Music is that right now, if you're an artist who has songs on Spotify and on Gala Music, you're gonna be getting paid royalties based on how that song's performing, not just on Gala Music, but on Spotify. I'm a big fan of this. You know, I'm playing crypto and I'm trying to get this passive income machine rolling. And that's always been my dream for the past 7 years, was that I'll be able to escape the rat race in the 9 to 5. That's always been the dream for me. And everyone has a different outlook on what they want. Some people want that Lambo for real. You know, we got Alex Cobb out here saying when XRP hits, there's not going to be enough Lambos left. And I'm okay with that. If there's a Lambo shortage, I'll applaud Lamborghini and those who bought them, but I'm going to be okay with the fact that I don't have one. You know, like I don't need a Lamborghini. I'm cool with what I got. If anything, I want less. I want to exit. Your stuff ends up owning you. And I'm not one of those people who's like, I want nothing. I want to live completely off the grid. But I would like to have a point in my life where I could sustain myself without giving all my time to somebody else. I got a coworker. This dude's given 30 years to the company. He finally took a trip to the Philippines. This guy's worked for the company for 30 years. Put in a new procedure last year. It said if you didn't use all your vacation, they were just gonna burn it. And they told everyone that. But some people who had worked there for a long time had a lot of vacation stacked up. And I had just started with the company 2 years ago. You know, you had people who took 2 months off, legit, you know? And that was crazy. I thought, what a cool company. So this guy gets back from the Philippines and he tells me that he only got paid for the few days off that he had. He was gone for like 2 or 3 weeks. These companies don't care about you at all. And is crypto like the stock market times the casino? Yeah, it's more like the casino than the stock market is, but it's more like the stock market than it is the casino. So I'm a big fan of crypto. I decided that crypto was going to be an exit plan for me. If you could get in on the right cryptos and hit a times 10, a times 20, a times 30, you're doing pretty good But you got to have that end goal in mind. You got to be able to sit on your hands and say, hey, I'm going to be on this XRP rich list. Hey, I'm going to buy some NFT music and they're going to pay me passive income. Depending on where you live in the world, how much money do you need monthly to live off of where you can live comfortably? And when your money's in the market, you got to think there are going to be some dips. You can't just be the bottom feeder. You can't be saying, oh, I'm going to survive off the bare minimum of what I'm getting right now. Things are going to go down in price, especially if you're somebody selling. Think about that. I like these passive income machines and I think they're going to keep popping up. I'm excited for XRP to have a good DeFi machine for you to really use. You want to put your XRP to work right now? Good luck. You can't use Nexo as a USA customer. I was looking it up and apparently SBI is gearing up to start actually holding people's XRP. SBI can offer XRP to their clients, right? And this is a big bank. Will they custody it for you too? It only makes sense if they offer it to you that they'll custody it for you. That's the only thing that makes sense. And so I almost want to become a client just to see what's going on. But are they accepting deposit? And are you going to be the first person who is running to the bank to give them your crypto? I mean, that almost sounds like a bad deal. We have made it this far. We know how to navigate these waters. You know, you're the captain of your own boat here in crypto, that boat being your bank account. And why would you go jump ship from your own vessel that you've taken this far to be under somebody else's whim? You don't want them to fuck it up. So XRP, Flare, Gala, Gala Music, Gala Film. I follow Osmi AI as well. Osmi, doing really well. It's currently holding 2.4 cents. Its total volume locked is $2 million. It has a market cap of 22 million. And its one-day volume is 89,000. So they're currently selling nodes, Osmi is. And this is the second round of node sale. It's a decentralized AI. It's similar to ChatGPT, but it says our nodes are the backbone of Osmi's ecosystem. Anyone is welcome to operate a node. Not only will you make Osmi's ecosystem stronger, you'll also earn Osmi rewards. If you go to buy an Osmi node, let's see what we got here. So they're going for 16,684 Osmi. It's about 4K. You have 41 left. That's what it was last night too. So there have been no sales right now. We're sitting at 41 left. They're selling them for 4K a piece. Every Osmi that is spent on this is going to get burned. So that's 16,000 Osmi times 40. That's 640,000 Osmi that's remaining to be burned. Already had 59 of these nodes purchased and burned. So a lot of Osmi is getting burned. And I believe that Osmi is only going to have 1 billion tokens. Imagine you're a part of ChatGPT getting paid from OpenAI. Well, this time it's not OpenAI. It's Osmi. And was it ever the first of anything that really survived? Think about it. Are we still talking about Search Baron? Are we still talking about Yahoo search? You might talk about how Yahoo failed. You look at a character like Sam Altman, and he might fail. He's definitely not too big to fail. Took a lot of money from Elon. He kind of flipped the script. He kind of looks like a robot. You know, he could be an android. I wouldn't be surprised if you pulled back the mask and Altman was a robot. They got him high level, man, and people are so keyed in on their phones, they wouldn't even know what was going on if you were sitting next to an android. The android's probably more sentient than you. I'm just playing around. But, you know, to be real, man, go live life, you know? Go live life. Go touch the grass. Go fucking sniff a flower. You ever heard that Outkast song, Roses? It's good. Music's good. God is good. Life is good. Crypto is supposed to be here to help us, you know? And I'm not one to sit here and gamble on meme coins. It's just never been my thing. It's never been my thing. And so I think it's funny that Ripple gave Trump 160 million of liquidity. I mean, obviously Ripple is just a fucking big boss dog. And I don't know what to say about that other than rock on. I don't think XRP is going to miss the party this time. 4 years ago, XRP missed the party. This time around, we've already done really well. If you go from those lows of 11 cents up to the highs of $3.50, XRP's already done over a times 30 for folks who were down there since 2019. That's not bad. That's not bad. Now, if you were to start with $100 and you hit a times 30, and you made it up to $3,000. And let's say you hit a times 30 from there, and your $3,000 goes up to $90,000. You know, if you're lucky enough to keep hitting 30s, you hit a times 30 again, you're at 2.7 million. With Gala Games, there were big gains. If you get in on a token early enough, XRP in its early years, Bitcoin ETH in its early years, they did really well. They went to the moon and beyond, really. And now if you're in on Bitcoin, you're like scraping for the scraps of what's left. So you got to look at these projects that are going to be real ecosystems that are still in their infant stages of life. Osmi, Gala Music, Gala Film, Flare and Songbird. These tokens could easily do a times 1,000. They easily could. Meanwhile, if you have a ton of money in a Bitcoin and ETH, you're hoping that it does well. You're really hoping that it continues on and does well. It almost makes sense to exchange a little bit of XRP if you've hit some nice gains. If you've hit a times 30 on XRP, why not sell a little bit of it for Flare? Maybe hit a times 1,000. Why not? I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying it's an option. There's always options out there. And it's fun to ponder them. It's a lot of fun. I was watching that Theo Von, Cat Williams interview. I thought it was worthwhile. And Theo Von told Cat Williams, he said, I still have things I want to do in life. And he started telling him, and Cat Williams said, like, dude, don't tell me, I want to like see him as they come out. And then Cat Williams said, because he's like an old, yogi now, he reminds me of a yogi. Wanting to do things is like the whole point of life, and like being a billionaire. These guys have already walked. They went to the moon and beyond, really. And now if you're on Bitcoin, you're like scraping for the scraps of what's left. So you got to look at these projects that are going to be real ecosystems that are still in their infant stages of life. Osmi, Gala Music, Gala Film, Flare and Songbird. These tokens could easily do a times 1,000. They easily could. Meanwhile, if you have a ton of money in an XRP, a Bitcoin, and ETH, you're hoping that it does well. You're really hoping that it continues on and does well. I mean, it almost makes sense to, exchange a little bit of XRP if you've hit some nice gains. If you've hit a times 30 on XRP, why not sell a little bit of it for Flare and maybe hit it times 1,000? Why not? I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying it's an option. There's always options out there. And it's fun to ponder them. It's a lot of fun. I was watching that Theo Von, Cat Williams interview. I thought it was worthwhile. And Theo Von told Cat Williams, he said, I still have things I want to do in life. And he started telling him, and Cat Williams said, like, dude, don't tell me, I want to like see him as they come out. And then Cat Williams said, because he's like an old, yogi now, he reminds me of a yogi. He said, wanting to do things is like the whole point of life, and like being a billionaire. These guys have already walked every step, and like it's not as fun and enticing as having all the money seems. Right now, chasing the bag, it's a part of the journey. You're struggling. It's a part of the journey. Trying to get your bag, your crypto bag, to where you want it to be. You're trying to get your first 1,000 XRP. You're trying to get your first 100,000 Flare. You're trying to touch that. You want to hold it. You don't want to trade it. You're trying to get your first $100,000. All the finance people say you get your first 100,000. That's the first step. I'm here to tell you, if you hold 10K XRP for the next 5 to 7 years, you will be very happy you did. And the price for that right now would be 25K to get 10K XRP. Do what you can. Get on that XRP rich list. You need 2,500 XRP to be on the rich list.